I've known a lot of people who has so much potential, and sometimes I just think that they don't go after them, maybe because there's a lot of risk, or actually they don't have enough courage. And I believe that if they actually truly put in some work on their potential, they will actually flourish. Because we have this potential, we see them, we envision them at first that what, I'm capable of this and that, and we visualize it, and we perfectly visualize it in our head. And sometimes when we're actually doing the thing, we just get lazy, or maybe there are blockages or challenges. I can get on this or that, and then we give up. I don't know why certain people give up, but I know in myself that usually when things get hard to get into something that I want, sometimes I give up. It makes you think of another thing that maybe I should do this, maybe I'm good at this, and then actually leave that one thing or hobby or potential that I have for another, because maybe this potential or this thing is easier. And yeah, sometimes you just can't finish one thing, because if things get hard, you actually try to move into another. But right now I'm also trying to actually let my potential truly develop, like not just try to give it up when it's hard. I think I'm just trying to have more courage to actually do one thing and be really good at it. I think the first thing that we should do to actually not let our potential go into waste is to be, number one, be curious. If we're not curious, or we stay in our comfort zone, we don't know what's going to happen next. We don't know what's actually behind the closed doors that was out there. Be open to new experiences. You will either it will be good or bad. It doesn't matter. You just have to be curious on what's out there, and if it fails, then just let it go. At least you gotta experience it, or at least you gain some lessons or experiences along the way. And that curiosity would actually lead you somewhere that you didn't know about back then. Maybe it's good or bad. You will never know. We'll never know if you never try, right? So you have to try things and be curious about what's next, what to do next. Be curious, but at the same time, you also have to be open to new opportunities out there, because most of the time, if opportunities comes, we usually ask ourselves, like, are we really capable of doing this, and maybe shy away from new opportunities. But I really do believe that opportunities comes to you because they're for you. Maybe you're not ready enough, let's just say that. Well, actually, no one's really ready enough. Sometimes people just dive into something they don't know and just figure things out along the way. And I really do believe that no one will ever be ready and do something, they just do it. And you just have to do it too. And you know, one thing that's really important too was your network. I really do believe that who you surround yourself with really impact you in some way. Because I recently, last year, I changed schools, and I really do believe that my last school, the environment isn't really for me. And yeah, I figured that out recently. Like I really am thankful that I actually changed schools, because now I feel like I've gained more confidence, I've gained more clarity on who I really am, and I've met amazing people that was actually very supportive and encourages me and things that I want to do. I'm really, really grateful for that. And if I'm not curious enough, or if I shy away from that opportunity to change school, I will never be here and be confident enough to actually talk to a camera. So yeah, everything starts with curiosity, and it leads you to try new things. So yeah, your network actually matters so much, and be really mindful of who you surround yourself with. Another way to stop letting our potential go to waste is to start reflecting regularly. Ask yourself sometimes maybe that if this thing doesn't actually benefits me, or like does this thing makes me happy, like am I happy doing this thing, and actually reflect on what does this one thing does to you, and be mindful, like be more mindful on what you do, like how it affects you in some way, and figure out if you will still want to continue this passion or anything that you were doing. Because yeah, if you don't reflect, you might go into things that you don't actually like, and really reflecting on things that you're actually doing, it will lead you to actual thing that you really like, and maybe something that you have really passion for. Another thing is that you must take action. If it's just on your mind, it's nothing, it's just in your head. You just think about it, but it's not there. So you must take action on what you want to do, or the things that you think that you should do, because it would actually work out for the better, or it will actually better you as a person. So get out of your mind and do it. And yeah, eventually what you do would actually bear some fruit, and maybe it's good or bad. You should take it and learn, or either take it as a progress. And yeah, you must really take action on something that you think of. And lastly, I think that we should really stop letting perfection get in the way, because I truly believe that perfectionism equals procrastination, because nothing will ever be perfect. That's the reality. And if you keep trying to aim for perfection, you'll never get there. You'll eventually find yourself procrastinating and putting it aside because it's never perfect enough. Maybe you'll never post your craft, or whatever you do, it will just set aside and no one will know of it. So stop letting perfection get in the way. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. If you think it's good enough for you and that's what you think, get it out there. And don't think about what other people might say. Just get it out there. There's one TikTok that I recently watched that actually changed my mind. It's about, I don't know if it's Mel Robbins talking in that sound on TikTok where it says your social media isn't for your friends or family, it's for your passion. It's actually for you. So stop trying to think that it's for them. Your social media, post what you want to post. It's your social media, it's not theirs. Stop thinking about what they think, or if they gonna love it or anything. It's yours. It's your social media. Yeah, I just want to say that if you really want something, go get it. Like, take action on it. And stop living in your head and just get out and be yourself. And people who are your people would actually love what you do. And those people that actually aren't your people, aren't meant to be your people, they don't matter. They don't matter as much. You must focus on the people that actually loves you, including you. You should love yourself enough to actually not care about people who doesn't love you or doesn't support you in your craft or the things that you do, and give more to the people who actually loves you and supports you. Most of the time it's where you focus at, and what you focus at, it grows. So be mindful of where you focus on, and yeah, just do you, and don't ever let your potential go to waste, and take actions on the things that you think that you should do, because you have this enormous potential, and I know you can do it, and I know that you know in yourself you can do it. It just set aside it sometimes, but I know that you believe in yourself. Somewhere deep inside your heart you do, even though sometimes you're your worst critic. Believe in that little voice in your head that says that you can do it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're encouraged to actually not let your potential go to waste. And I love you all so much.